This program contains graphic material, including offensive language. Viewer discretion is advised.
Alright, fellow Flat Earth friends, we have a...
that has been preventing me from live streaming, and that caused all those problems last time, is this Chinese-made device.
Well, g'day. How's it going? Flat Earth, Aussie Jesus here. I haven't changed. I'm still a flat earther.
What kind of cock-a-doodie bookstore is this? I don't understand what is happening!
No worries, man, no worries.
I'm looking for a cock-a-doodie
I can order it for you. Or see if who's nearby might have it. Ma'am? Ma'am?
Oh. This looks good. Oh. This looks good.
I was curious as to your commercial that you have on TV. I think it's saying the world isn't flat, and I totally took offense to that.
There comes a time in every woman's life where she just can't take it anymore. And I think I've reached that point, guys. There is no hope for us, and I'm sorry. I've never been one to give that type of a message or try to spread that. Maybe I'll get over it, guys. But I just went through torment and hell, and it's giving me nightmares. There's no one to help us. Everyone's covering it up, and I just can't take it anymore, guys. I cannot take the chemtrails anymore.
Are those real? My boobs? Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to touch them? Really? Touch them.
It's uncontradicted that the president used taxpayer dollars to ask the Ukrainians to help him cheat an election.
And you trusted me, even though you knew you shouldn't.
David 136, suspect just stole my vehicle, is heading south on Memorial.
Where'd she go? Is that her right there? There she is.
Come here now! Get on the ground!
Now we do got on a stolen vehicle for sure. Anybody got a cage? She's wiry.
Apparently so. You just stole
a police car.
I'm going to jail for
You stole a police car in front of 3 police officers. I've seen some stupid stuff, but my gosh. And you hit a car with it?
You guys told me that I was going to jail for something that I did not do.
You just stole a police car.
Now I'm going to jail for something I did.
Well, there we go.
Take some fucking accountability for your actions.
I do take accountability for my actions.
Did you steal a police car?
You know what?
Did you?
Give me an attorney.
Answer the question.
Give me an attorney.
We saw you do it.
No, you didn't see me do it.
I did.
He did.
Bombada! Da 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 da. Welcome. You know, every time I hear this song in the beginning, I feel like a Muppet when I hum along. I don't know. I just feel like a Muppet. It was good. It is great. Welcome to Ready Theater Blind Man. This is an early broadcast. I gotta get this out of the way. Today I'm so busy. So I decided to do midday because this way I can get some more viewers across the planet. Like our buddies out in the UK, hopefully Australia, and Germany, and wherever else. Let's see. I'm gonna check in the chat really quick, see who's here in the darkness. Brother Darkness. Nicole, lady, welcome. Oh, what up, Ed? How are you doing, good sir? Let me turn this down a little bit. I think it's too high. Let's go right up there. That sounds about good. And then who else we got? Blind Toes, welcome to the chat. In Darkness, standing by. Welcome. What's up, Nicole? Boobs, crush that like button. Definitely. I forgot about that part. Don't mind me doing riding the cop car. Riding the cop car. Got an exciting video, kind of. Actually, I was taken aback. I was really surprised of how it turned out. So I'm going to play it here. But I'm also going to provide commentary because there's some sections, like I said in the description box below. This is the extended cut. So you get a little more in depth about me on things that I felt I should have included, but for one reason or another, I just slipped my mind. So, oh, also, I'd like to thank all the new subscribers and members who have come over from the Blind Justice channel. So thank you guys very much. I've gotten some nice emails already and some nice comments on previous videos. So thank you all for that. Hey, yeah, she did. Good day, Muppets. Yeah. Wouldn't that be funny if they made like a Darth Vader Muppet? That would be so awesome. In Darkness says, I know Blind Justice. Very cool. Yeah, you know, I featured him a few times on my channel, and the reason why he came up on my radar is because I heard voiceover going off in the van that he and his friend were arrested in the church down there in Northern Carolina. Wait, where was it? North Carolina or South Carolina? One of the Carolinas. So that was the first time. And then, of course, Schrodinger's cat had to call him a fake blind person, which I don't know why, but that actually upset me more than the soft sit shit. You know what I'm saying? So, oh hey, Gabe RPBGGGGGGGG. Welcome back. It's been a while, brother. How you doing? Now this video is 55 minutes, 55 seconds long. 5 by 5. You know what I'm saying? So this live stream will probably go, I don't know, maybe an hour and a half, but it should not exceed my normal 2-hour stream. So that'll be good. So, with that being said, let's crank this up a little bit, shall we? Wow, that was actually pretty good timing. I wrote that speaking out of the way in one loop of the song. Hey, let's go to the next scene. Here we are in the studio. Welcome again. Now, if in Darkness you already know, Nicole, I think I know, you know, I think I know, you know, you know, I think I know, whatever the fuck it is I'm trying to say. Blind Justice, this YouTube channel, I'm going to leave out his primary targeted audience and topic of discussion. You guys all know I don't agree with it, but it doesn't mean that we can't have a good, friendly discussion, right? I think that's what it's really about. And that's what kind of threw me back about yesterday's interview, is just how cordial the two of them are. Mike and Christina. Christina, you need to get a mic. You need to be not front and center, but front and right at least. Oh my gosh, that voice. Lady. No, it was a good interview though. I had a lot of fun doing it. And so, without further ado, here we go.
You are?
I'm alive.
You're alive.
Greetings.
I don't mind
The beginning of these is always, like, these live streams is always so
Man.
awkward.
I never know if I'm really live or not. Well, welcome. We're
And just so you know, I was in the backstage this whole time, so they weren't actually waiting for me. I was here. I promise. I heard all the screen names popping up.
going to do, hopefully, if we get our guest in, we're going to do our first live interview on the channel with the blind guides.
Once again, I'm the first. Just saying.
So, awaiting
Whoa.
our guest.
We got
Theory of a blind. Was it blind guy?
Theory of a Blind Man.
She's like, no, it's blind man, blind man. I've told you a million times, blind man. I'm just kidding.
Blind man.
I'll put the link in the description. Hey, peoples. We got B Squared, Logic Evolution, Norma,
Doesn't she sound like a
Seth,
very pleasant person.
Outlaw, Maxon, Totally the Tyrant. What's up, people? Risk Sailor Rider, Taz. What's up, brother?
Hey, Taz.
Noli. She says, my buddy.
Hey, Noli.
Friends and codes here.
She was the first one that came over and subscribed during the interview. And actually, you'll hear it in here. I'm like, what the hell was that sound? It was my subscriber notification from Streamlabs. That was cool. Noli.
Friends and codes up.
Alexander, Happy Quails. Angie, Desert Goat. Cool, man.
That's good, Gabe. Awesome. Sounds like
Cool,
fun.
cool. And we have, sorry, Whistler. I'm going to add him to the stream.
Okay.
That's where they just
What's
realized I was
up?
going backstage.
A rude comment.
Good day.
Hi. Yeah,
Greetings.
Thanks for having me. What's cracking?
Not much. We're going to try this live. This will be our first live interview with our series we've been doing. So welcome to the show.
I love busting cherries.
So go ahead and introduce your YouTube channel and tell the audience what it is you do on your channel.
Oh, I could skip this. You all know this. When voice shows and then return the game of both.
I've been messing around with some text-based game recently. Like, it's
I know, fans. That's why I said, I can't stand text-based games. I don't know why. I don't know what it is.
just basic stuff, but
Nice.
it's all 100% voiceover, you know. So
Yeah. Do you primarily use iPhone or Mac?
yeah, iPhone.
Cool, cool. Right on. Damn, I sound good. I very rarely listen to myself after the fact. I had my mic dialed in yesterday.
Yeah. Did we send you a list of questions? No, we didn't. Oh,
Negative.
Cold.
He's a
I love on the spot, so hit me.
live streams all the time.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, I guess we'll just jump into it, and then whenever I'm done, and if you have any Mrs. Justice, you can ask. Feel free to interject and keep track of.
Oh, snap. He just said Mrs. Justice, and I put Miss Justice. Whoopsie daisy.
Other cool questions from the audience, because we got a live audience.
Yeah, I'll be chatting in the chat with them too, behind the scenes. So
Cool.
I'll do the thing.
So let's start off.
But let me just check. You guys can hear this, correct? Correct? Just give me a yes or a one or a... Yes, we can hear it. We can hear it. His hat says freedom. Love it. Cool. Okay, so I know you can see it. That's cool. But can you hear it? Oh, wait. What am I doing? I can check myself. Don't want to burden all of you. Oh, I gotta rewind it. Yep, we can hear it. Cool.
It's probably one of the questions you get a lot if you do any kind of content and you're visually impaired. Tell us about your visual impairment, like when it began, and you know.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
Kind of what the transition has, if there was a transition, you know. What that's like.
You guys
Yeah,
all
so,
know this story too. Late '99, how I lost my sight. So we'll
That's
skip some other, no under the rug. I was totally blind out of my.
Yeah.
And my dad, about mid-work, repair the retina was out. Stuart Little. Like, great. Yeah, it was so awkward. Like, nice laugh. So that was pretty much done. It was interesting to all of a sudden just drop.
To help you regain mobility and independence, and if so, tell us like where and what's that process has been for you.
So the first year, ending 2003, going into 2004, fortunately I lived across the highway. If you guys have heard this too before, let me know and I'll just skip through it as well. From the Earl Baum Center of the Blind, the only one on this side of the coast in Northern California. So I went there for all my tech training, ILS skills, and O&M training. ILS is in. Nicole can't apparently hear it, so go fuck yourself. And living skills, and O&M is orientation mobility. And so pretty much got. Kim Lady is joining me. Oh, don't forget, I got that thing scheduled for 3 o'clock to broadcast, I guess I should say simulcast, Jenner Furr's open book interview of Blending the Blind. So, but that's going to be on their YouTube channel, not here. Just you know, out of the way within probably 6 months, and started volunteering as an overflow tech instructor. Volunteering just in general because I didn't want to stay at home and be in that blind bubble. So I was out every day, got my cane skills, and then within that next year, I got my lovely guide dog DuPont, 120 pounds, 32 inches at the shoulder, tri-colored sable saddleback German Shepherd. I'm trying to decipher that blind toes. They wanted to do an interview with who? Who? Mine says Matuba Ibis. I'm guessing it smashed those words together again. I'm trying to figure it out. Me too, but I passed. There will be a discussion on this in my Discord of a Blind Man. So for those of you who are not in the Discord, you can email me, whistler@theoryoftheblindman.com, and I'll send you an invite. Just mention that you want to become a member of the Discord. Like I said, this interview was good. And so I don't want to knock him for his ideals or beliefs or anything like that. There are some aspects of what they primarily push on their YouTube channel, which I completely disagree with. And I think, and I've seen, that this actually can cause someone harm, injury, and punishment of jail time. So that's all I'm going to say. But anytime you get an interview request, just do your research. Go through their channel, see what they're all about, and see if your brand would benefit or suffer from that kind of acquaintance. Not acquaintance, interview, association, I guess you would say. But they're, like I said, you will be able to hear it. They're very cordial. They're nice couple, and I really did enjoy the interview. Sorry, with me. Okay, yeah, I got it. Florida, hell yeah. that would be awesome. Oh, another update really quick. Sorry for the interruptions. But eventually we're going to be doing a bunch of people on my channel for the Death Nut Challenge 2.0. So stay tuned for that. Dude's a beast. But anyway, so I had the guide dog for a while, and there's just so much that happened after that. At any moment that I was doing something new, I compared that with the sighted life. It was like not even a comparison. It's so weird to think like, yeah, I lost my sight, but I'm way better off. It's amazing.
Yeah. So you kind of sounds like you took it and ran with it, like, and you just kept moving through recovery.
Yeah, I give an analogy quite often now about how like when we were younger, we either had like slip-on shoes or Velcro shoes, but eventually we graduate to laces.
Yeah.
So that's how I took it. Is like, this is just something else I got to learn, but different. Life is still the shoe.
Yeah.
You just got to secure it differently. So I want to touch on that. The reason why I use the shoe analogy and I say graduated, because if you think you're putting your mind into a certain set, right? Just because you go blind doesn't mean you necessarily lose a state of evolution in your life. So I pushed the upper level during the transition. And I think that would be more beneficial to go down that route than go down the route of the blind bubble that I like to call. That depression, the isolation. So, yeah.
Wow, that's pretty awesome, man. So you still have a guide dog, or?
No, you guys have all heard my story about the guide dogs. So another story in it. So my dog DuPont, and it turns out we had to go back because they actually thug.
Yeah,
nothing like it. But they took him in.
Been just primarily using cane ever since.
Yeah. Before I got the guide dog, we had to have basically perfect cane skills.
Yeah, I haven't got a dog yet. I'm on a list for a guide dog company at where are they at? New York or Massachusetts?
What do you mean 10 million views? That'd be nice. I wouldn't complain about having 10 million views on something. That'd be kind of cool. I think the most I've ever gotten on one video before Copa was, I don't know, something like, it was, well, I'd say tiny back then, but now my views are tiny. It was like 11, 12K views. And that was just prior to Adpocalypse 2.0. So that sucked.
Somewhere up in the Northeast.
Guiding Eyes.
What was that?
Oh, 10 million views for the Florida Gator Yeah. A blind man wrestling a Florida Gator. Yeah. Guiding Eyes? Or Seeing Eye?
I know they have a vet dogs program. I forget what the actual group is called. She'll probably pull it up here in a minute.
Okay.
But yeah, we need to follow up with them again because they've gone like, yeah, they haven't been very communicative for the last.
We'll skip that.
The virus of government that's making everybody. So
I'll be a little more specific because my guide dog should skip that. Still talking
anything that does sonar, like there's a buzz clip, and the one I currently use is called the Sunu band, so it goes on your wrist.
I do my own sonar. Echolocation. Yeah.
Yeah, you make your own noise and then use that.
Yep. That's why I love the metal dime tips on my cane.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I was going to ask you about the cane, like what tip you use. So, that's just a tapping style, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you can apply just a slight snap of the wrist as you're doing your 2-tap.
Right.
And it'll give you a lot of feedback, a lot of sound feedback.
All
if
right.
I need more, I just snap side to side.
Yeah. Cool. Let's talk about like some living skill stuff. What do you use in the kitchen? Any kind of tools, tricks that you use in the kitchen on a regular basis?
Yeah, I got plenty of tricks. I know that the series is kind of Welcome, the real soft sits. I'm going to warn you. Well, first I'm going to thank you for coming over. My channel isn't on the same ideals and beliefs as Blind Justice, just so you know. But I support all of us. Like, so he interviewed me. They interviewed me yesterday. So, yeah, I'm going to put this out there. They were great to talk to. Great couple. My ideas differ from theirs. That's simple. So there's no need for hate or anything like that. I do have a strong mod team, so just to let you know. But thank you very much for being here. Like, accessible devices that you use on the daily, I really don't use that much except for screen readers and a HIMS Polaris. Oh, you may have not gotten notice either because you are a new subscriber. Plus, I probably didn't schedule it far enough ahead of time. So that's probably why you didn't get notified.
What was that second part?
HIMS Polaris. It's like a note taker, a Braille note taker. It's like a laptop for blind people, I guess you could say.
Cool.
Other than that, it's all been tricks that I've learned that have worked for me in the kitchen. At one point, I did have a talking scale. I just wasn't using that for cooking, per se. But she got it. You heard that little giggle? She got it. The thing was pretty much out of memory.
Right.
Like, I was weighing out weed, motherfuckers. Weights of... I got these special teaspoons and metal teaspoons. They're stainless steel and cups. So all the weight I still remember from constantly using them.
Yeah.
I do use the tricks like... I've got 3 different size of... what are those called? The fishing bobbers or whatever. The little red and white floaties that sit on the top of the water when you fish. I use those to detect when water levels are at the top of things. Oh, thanks for reminding me, Nicole. Danny's here too. Hey, lady. So, thank you, Danny. Thank you, Nicole. Is there anybody else here that's a member? I don't think so. But thank you for being members. Much appreciated. What does your loyalty badge say next to your name on the screen? I know, Nicole, you're like, what, a 4-month member now? 5-month member? Something like that. Danny, you've got a couple months under your belt. Thank you very much. Especially with hot tea.
Yeah, for hot drinks, I have a little liquid level indicator. It has 2 prongs. It sits on the edge and it vibrates whenever it's full.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nicole loves to use that thing because it vibrates. She holds her cup and anyway. Yeah, someone was trying to talk me into getting one of those, and I don't know why, but I always call it the Winston for some reason. Yeah, see, we always called them bobbers out here. I asked my dad about that too. We just may be backwards. We both have greens. Oh! That's right. I forgot we put sabers in there. If you guys need any kind of like loyalty badge designs or icons, check out Danny Marie AUC. She'll hook it up. There was one that used to play music. I was like, nah, I'm good on that. There's already enough sounds going off.
Right. There's one that beeps for a while. Then I was like, no, do you have something that vibrates? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, cool, give me that.
There you go.
But I don't hardly ever use it because I'm either making a drink for myself or, one of the kids. And
that's a question I got for all y'all in the chat who are blind. When you first got hooked up with your rehab counselor or Department of Rehab or the Commission of Rehabilitation, whoever it may be, did they send someone to your house, like I don't know what you would call them, a counselor, I'll just say, but they would come to your house with all these products that were made specifically for blind people, and did you get stuck with a bunch of them and never used them after trying them out? I ended up donating them all to the Blind Center.
They don't really care if my finger touches their drink, so.
Yeah, if it's my own drink, I'll do that too. Like if I'm filling up water or something from the fridge, then I'll just stick the first digit of my finger over the edge, and as soon as I feel it.
Yeah.
Oh, snap, Gabe, you just gave me a brilliant idea. I gotta take a note. Unless, Danny, could you take a note for me? Blind bubble and bubble wrap. That's all you gotta write down, please. Please, thank you. You're done.
Yeah. Okay.
This is Guide Dogs. Just guidedogs.org in New York.
New York. Okay.
Yeah.
What about navigation? Do you use any specific software or navigation app?
I really got into Soundscape in the last while. That's pretty amazing. I just like the fact that you got to put both earbuds in.
Yeah.
I really like hearing my surroundings.
Well, that's that leads into.
This is cool, you guys. Check out what he's about to. I knew these existed, but I never put two and two together of how beneficial they could be for the blind. Listen to this.
Some more of the assistive tech. I use a bone conducting headset. So your ears are, unobstructed. You can hear, and you get the audio information from your phone just vibrates through your jawbone.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll send you a list of this different stuff that I use via email so you can have it. But those things are amazing because I used to use the same thing, pop one earbud in and getting navigation from my phone. But the app I use is Blind Square, which is really handy. I don't know if you've
I've heard of that.
Yeah. It gives you, distance, direction to things in your surroundings. It'll announce the names of the roads, intersections as you're approaching. And
those alarms were horrible. And those the blind watches too. Cuckoo, cuckoo. Fuck.
Yeah, so it just gives you kind of a lot of the information that sighted people have, but it gives it to you in an audio fashion. And it's really fun to freak your friends out when you're riding in the car and you're like, "Hey, was that Home Depot coming up on the right?" And they're like, "What?"
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I have the list that he's talking about, so if anybody is interested in any of the things that he's talking about, I've got the links for them. I forgot to ask, is my screen even on?
Yeah, you're good, man.
Okay, thanks. I tried the virtual cam today, but it looks like it's working finally. Amazon sells that. Cool.
All right. What about entertainment? You said you do some gaming stuff. Do you do have you done any sports? Any blind sports or any kind of?
Oh yeah. Going back to the Earl Baum Center, I started the beat baseball team as well as the tandem cycling team, and the cycling was fun because the guy that found me, Stephen Koza, actually rode for Lance Armstrong's Discovery team. So I got a hard ass whooping when I was riding with him.
Nice.
Yeah, we actually got we had 2 co-motion bikes donated to us. They're a company out of Canada. Amazing bikes. And there's my little shout out to In Darkness, just so you know, buddy from Canada. We're coming down, if anybody knows Sonoma County, we're in Occidental, going down Occidental Road at 62 miles an hour.
Woo!
We were passing cars. I got to a point where I thought I was horizontal on the plane. I thought I was flying sideways or something crazy. It was such a weird feeling to be going that fast on a bicycle.
Yeah.
For 2 people. Right. Passing big ass semi trucks. They're just like, their Jake brakes are going crazy and you're just like, later.
You said you did baseball. Is that right?
Yeah. Beat baseball.
Yeah. Tell the audience about that.
It's pretty fun. It's not what you'd think it is as far as baseball goes. Obviously, it's been quite adapted for the blind. Everybody's blindfolded, whatever, just to make the level playing field. There are 2 bases, and they're big foam pylons. And the pitcher is actually on the batter's team. You can what, Nicole? You kind of forgot the rest of your thought, I guess. So we go through these practices where you're trying to learn the rhythm of the pitcher. And the pitcher is sighted, by the way. Catcher is sighted, pitcher is sighted. So you got 3 in the outfield, 3 in the infield. There we go. Well, thank you, Nicole. That means a lot. And this big foamy softball beeps. So you get the pitch and you hit the ball, and then someone ignites or sounds off one of the bases, and it's random. And technically, Nicole, yeah, one may not be live, but I record everything the same way through the same software. It's probably why it sounds so universally sleek. So you don't know which base it's gonna be, and you got to get to that base, which is about 90 feet out, in either direction, first baseline and third baseline. And you have to get to that base before someone on the opposite team picks the ball up.
They just have to get the ball. They don't have to get it anywhere.
Nope. They just pick up the ball, hold up their arm. So, yeah. I've got many different ideas of how it could be more like baseball, but what the fuck do I know?
Right.
Do they just say anything when they get it? They're just like, got it! Or just pick it up and hold it.
I mean, there are referees who are sighted, so I think they call it out.
So
Honestly, I don't remember. Yeah.
I got it.
And also everybody has to be quiet in the stands and in the dugouts during batting, which kind of sucks. It's like if you crush a ball, I got a picture of myself just destroying this ball so it broke the beeper inside, almost took off the pitcher's head. But yeah, so if the crowd's going crazy, the outfield may not necessarily hear the ball. So it's got to be completely fair. I've never tried the bone conducting headphones. Sounds like I got to try them. They sound pretty epic.
Right. Okay. So what about, how much traveling do you do?
These days, not too much because I'm so busy, especially with the beer virus. But,
yeah, let's say before 2020.
Yeah, so I would go back and forth from Nebraska, Oregon, California, Washington a couple times, just for the heck of it. My ex actually lived in Nebraska. What I didn't say is why I was going to those places, because each one of them has its own 2-hour show explanation, so I just left it out. So that's why I went out there. Big mistake, let me tell you something.
Yeah. What forms of travel do you like to use?
I love the train.
The train?
I love the train, man. Yeah, like making these stops in all different kinds of states, just getting out and smelling the air.
Yeah.
And Colorado was my favorite.
Yeah?
Colorado was my favorite. Like, you just step out, the air smells so fresh.
Yeah.
What do you mean being quiet sounds boring, Nicole? I don't know what you're referring to. It was amazing. Should I be more quiet? Should I be so quiet that you can hear my fan on the computer going? Fuck that. Utah was smoggy as hell. I didn't even want to get out of the train. Yeah, Wyoming was pretty good too. That was nice.
Cool.
But like,
any problems with that as far as getting a ticket and boarding and disembarking and like making sure you're not left behind? Or
no, I've heard all these horror stories, yes, but I've personally never had any issue with someone always coming to check on me.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we're about to debark or whatever. Like there's this one place, I think it was the stop in Wyoming where it's just basically a stop. There's nothing there. It's just a place to transfer.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, they said you can get out for about 15 minutes. So I'd just go off wandering, and then about 10 minutes later, oh yeah, Kim, the train is just, regardless if you got sight or not, there's something about a train. Chugga, 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 choo choo. Found me and said, hey, we're about to board. Like, okay, cool, thanks.
Yeah, I've traveled, airplane, train.
Yeah, but see, Nicole, we're already on to traveling, and you're still talking about baseball. That was at least 4.5 minutes ago. Keep up.
Bus, Uber.
I know it's not really boring. It's actually quite suspenseful. Two things: the crowd cannot, or the teammates cannot be quiet, no matter what, because you're just so used to screaming out or cheering or whatever. But it still makes for a fun time.
Greyhound bus, and the private sector travel. Like somebody is pretty. In all my experiences, they've been really good at coming to find me, making sure somebody's keeping tabs on me if they're having a stop or a layover or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hey, Steve and Jenny, they just subscribed this morning. At least that's what my email notification said. But thank you for being here. Much appreciated.
or just checking to see if I need anything. But the public transit, I've had problems with asking for a stop, and bus drivers,
Now, is that the finger splayed nanu nanu sign or the Vulcan sign? Let me know.
Taking me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So wrong.
Yeah.
I like got your phone app. I was like, find your iPhone. I'm like, where the hell are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, public transportation is pretty bad from what I understand overall. In my hometown, it's fairly good except for the times that it runs. It stops at 6 p.m. It's like, well, what the fuck?
6?
Yeah, 6 p.m.
Wow.
That's lame.
That's because I'm outside of the major city limits, the state capital, Sacramento. But still, before I lived in Santa Rosa, all of those buses spoke, so that was cool.
Yeah, some it's really weird. Like, there's no standardization. Even I've been in some transit systems where they have some of their buses that have that audio. Will give you stops. What stops coming up. The next couple stops are coming up, and some of them will give you what is it? If there's another bus you can catch, if there's another line, another line you can catch at the next stop.
Transfer.
Yeah, some of them will even read off intersections, but there's no like standardization. It's all just hit or miss. Everywhere I've gone, like it's pretty wild. I've tried different apps to try to keep track while I'm on the bus for locations, and the Blind Square works pretty good because it gives you what intersection's coming up. So as long as you know you need to get off.
Amador. Where's Amador? That sounds so familiar. Amador. I'll figure it out later.
At the right stop, it'll tell you when that intersection's coming up. You can pull it.
Mendocino. Oh my God, I love Mendocino Village. Right there on the cliff. Oh my God, that is. Woo. That's where I would want to die. If I had one spot to choose from in California, that would be the spot to go out. Oh, that brings back so many memories. Yeah, Mendocino Village. Oof. Lark in the Morning. You ever go to Lark in the Morning? Great little music shop.
So it's stuff's getting better all the time. That's what I keep telling people. It's just like the assistive tech is just.
Oh, near Sac. Is it kind of like near, I want to say like Gold River or, I'm still stuck on you saying your sister.
It's constantly changing.
Yeah, I remember going to, it was a blind, that would suck, convention. And during the tech, no, it was during CSUN, probably 2006 or something. But anyway, they introduced this, the crosswalk pedestrian thingamajigger, but it's called the Polaris, and it would chirp and what's the other one? Cuckoo and chirp for the directions of crossing. But it also had a tactile refreshable braille. Yeah, the redwoods. Yeah, you can't beat the redwoods. Petrified forest, redwood forest, hole in the tree. Man. See, that's Jackson. Yes, I remember Jackson. I went with a friend out there to buy a wiener dog. Whatever, wiener dogs. You can't beat California. I'm sorry, people. You cannot beat California for its nature. It's just, it stands alone by itself. Well, yeah, no, totally the real soft sits. And please don't take offense that I say soft sits, but if we use that full phrase, it flags my channel. But no, I wasn't specifically directing it to you. Just I say that whenever we get new people anyway. But thank you very much. I hope you enjoy. And it also vibrated, so it kind of accommodated all disabilities.
Yeah.
But no one ever used it. no one ever used it. So
yeah,
I don't know. But
that's one of the things, like with finding the button for crossing at intersections. Unless it's one that I've run into or somebody has told me either by a accompanying me and saying, hey, there is a button at this intersection, or if I bring back my body cam footage and she says, hey, you know, there was a button that you could have used at that intersection. I'm not gonna just stop it.
Even if there was a universal mandate or law or whatever, where the those buttons, the crossing indicators or whatever you want to call them, even if they were placed in the same place at every intersection in every city, every state, country on the planet, I still wouldn't use them. I've seen back in the day what people do to those things, especially when they're pissed or lonely. Oops, I just rewound it.
Every time I need to cross the road and try to find a pole, and then, like, you know, search around the pole to find a button. Right. You know, I go.
That's
I
why
go
I wouldn't
whenever
bother using
I hear it's clear. You know.
Well then, Gabe, maybe you should go to Kalamazoo. I hear it's just for you. Exactly. Yeah, and just follow your traffic wall, your sound wall. You're good to go.
Yeah. When I was doing O&M training, the O&M guy he's doing his assessment, so you know he was back behind me, and at one point he was like, "You sure you're gonna go?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's clear." He's like, "There's a button." I'm like, "Yeah, boy, I wouldn't have known that unless you just told me, man. Like, so I'm just gonna do what I'm gonna do unless you got a problem." He's like, "Well, okay."
You're all nervous.
Yeah.
Right.
He's like, "Well, this is a blind corner. I can't see around." Like, yeah, but you can hear a car if it's cars coming or not. Like,
yeah,
it was really funny.
You can't see around.
Yeah.
I don't know what PCH is, Danny. Sorry. Pacific Coast Headlands. That's the only thing I can think of. I went to the Marine Headlands. That might be what you're talking about. In 6th grade, we had this giant 12-mile hike. 6 miles in, 6 miles out. So we get to the campsite, and then from the campsite, we'd hike down to the Marine Headlands, and then back to the campsite, and then out. That was the worst experience I've ever experienced. Fuck, I hate redundancy. It was sad. It was really sad because the Marine Headlands is where they take care of the injured animals. I don't want to talk about it.
We're like, well, that happens to be my specialty, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass.
Well, speaking of my body cam footage, do you use anything like that? Do you have any kind of?
I've got many different connections and holsters and chest harnesses, but they're all geared to my iPhone.
Yeah. So do you use an app to help you, whether it be My Eyes or FaceTime somebody or something like that, to get somebody to look through your camera?
I was really stumped on where he was going with this particular question because he said body cam. I know what kind of content he does on his channel, and so I was trying to, you know, walk around exactly what he was meaning. I guess you could say I played dumb, but not really. I didn't. So there's all these interviews, this playlist you can check out on his channel. Daily assistive devices or something like that. So obviously it's meant for blind people or people who are interested in blind people and how we do what we do. So I didn't really feel it was the time to get into the realm of body cams versus the realm of IRLs, right, in real life. So I could have gone down a huge rabbit hole on that one. Anyway, I haven't. The last time I used. Yeah. My eyes was when I was trying to set up my TV, my Samsung, to turn on the voiceover accessibility.
Okay.
But that was about it. Oh no. Well, I mean, even way before that. So, am I talking to Steve, Ginny, or the two of you? Or are you Siamese twins? Hey, I'm not judging. Organize my ties, and that was kind of difficult. And I think I got Devil's Highway, Highway 1. Oh, man. Yeah, Danny, we used to race on that back in the day. Oh, I saw a BMW in a tree on the cliffside one time. He lived. Don't worry. Colorblind person. Go figure.
Nice.
Yeah, that sucks when you show up with a gray shirt thinking it's black and gray pants thinking they're black and showing up with a weird paisley tie.
Yes.
Did not go good.
You got
It was just like, he's blind, whatever.
Yeah.
Get a free pass.
Yeah, exactly. I hate those free
I think
passes.
seeing AI has a color
It
function.
does. What do you guys think about seeing AI? My audience, blind audience, obviously, but does it seem to you that seeing AI has gotten less reliable over the months since Microsoft took it over? As far as like color recognition, I get like a whole kaleidoscope of colors. I think I mentioned it here. If I'm on a color that I know, like black or something, it'll say gray, brown, white, green, black. And it's like, I don't have a color wheel in my head. But I've been real disappointed lately.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah?
I keep getting a myriad of different colors. Like, I know what colors some things are for sure, because I've seen before, so I know what colors are. Like, my green Irish Derby. I know what color that is. And it says, like, brown, gray, white, green, brown, gray. I'm like, I can't do the color wheel in my head. Hey, I just said that, you asshole.
Right.
Stop it.
Yeah, that's what some, like, a lot of people don't get it. Like, they think that just because we have something that does a function, they think it's 100%. You know, like the OCR stuff is not 100%. You know, if I'll have whether it be seeing AI or something else read something, and then I ask her to check it, she's like, yeah, you missed probably 20-30%. You know, you missed several things that are key things, especially if we're talking about legal stuff, you know. So.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds interesting. Documentary of my or our life? Our life. Okay, so is Ginny your service animal or guide dog? I'd like to check that out.
But it's better than nothing, you know. It's
More
better.
trustworthy
Yeah.
than having somebody in the government.
I don't know. I personally like having someone else personally read it to me, because if they miss something and it throws me in jail, I've got a good damn reason.
Yeah. Maybe.
If you can prove it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing. Yeah. You gotta be able to document it. You gotta be able to record it and prove it.
If they work for the jail, it might not matter anyway. So.
Yeah.
Right. See, we dipped right there into the sob sit thing. Pull back.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So what about self-defense? Do you?
I've been doing Wing Chun for what is this? Holy crap! 2020. Since 2000, and then I started with karate back in I don't know, the 80s. When I was 8. So I've been doing martial arts most of my life. Wait a second. Now I'm
How
confused.
was that transition?
You guys just heard the R2D2 sound, correct? That was the sound that I heard doing the interview, but I don't know if that was during the interview or if that just happened again. Oh, that's what it was. Steve and Jenny, welcome to Green Shamrocks. Thank you, guys. Or Dude and Dog, thank you very much. I appreciate that. What you can get for being a member is a lot of content that's not released. I honestly, I don't care if you guys share it. They're just unlisted links anyway, but you guys will get, all the pre-release stuff, like when I made that audio movie. Hey everybody, let the new member what the audio movie was like and how much you enjoyed it. I loved making that. So yeah, thank you very much, Steve. Much appreciated.
Since you're doing martial arts, when you were sighted, transitioning after you lost your vision, did a lot of that muscle memory just kick in, or was that?
Yeah, it was very intuitive. It actually made more sense to me to use my, I guess you'd say, inner vision or feelings, or inward feelings, versus trying to combat or counter using. Oh my God, Kim, for some reason, your message, the whole thing was just spelled out for me. It says, seeing AI rents me something? Seeing AI reads meat packages better than it used to. Okay. Now it's spelling out right. It gets columns correct now. Okay, that's cool.
Right.
All the visual noise.
Exactly.
All right. Right on. Now you're in, somebody asked, you're in California. What did you say? What part?
Sacramento
right?
area.
Sacramento area. Okay.
Oh boy. Friend. Oh, I don't know. Friend. I'm gonna call you friend. Sorry, but yeah, I just found out that that's the sound that plays when I get a subscriber or a member. But it happens during the live stream as well. This interview as well, so that's why it threw me off. But thanks for being here. Much appreciated. Let's see, what does this say? The state capital. Oh gosh, what's his name? Emperor Newsom runs it.
Somebody was saying new scum or gruesome.
Duke Nukem.
Yeah. Well,
It's got to be the worst state. I swear. I don't care what anybody says. Come to Cali.
Yeah, it sounds pretty totalitarian, pretty crazy.
What's insane about it is how polarized it is. Like,
yeah,
Steve, I was probably 21, I think. The attack happened. No, I was younger than that. It was 2000, early 2000, late 99, somewhere around there. And I was 23 when I lost my sight. But those middle years there, I didn't know anything had happened. I had no bruising, no cuts, no broken bones, nothing. But there was one time, it was around springtime of 2002, that I woke up one morning and I noticed blood floating to the front of my eye. But that was the only time that I experienced that. Then the next year, woke up January 17th, 2003, totally blind out of my left eye. My retinas had exploded. And that all stemmed from, or started from, a random act of violence, I guess you'd say. Just a random person attacking me. Only reason why I haven't left is because the state itself is so beautiful. The people that I know are beautiful. We got every single type of climate on the planet here.
Right.
But once you cross that line and go into politics,
yeah,
shit goes squirrely.
Yeah. Yeah, just if government didn't exist and everybody was able to enjoy life without overlords, she's
That's
asking
the
about
problem though.
Computers. What kind of computer tech do you use?
I'll try to remember that, Sopsit. I'll try to remember that.
You on a Mac or a PC?
Both.
Both?
I do iMac.
Do you use JAWS or do you use a...
What's that?
On PC, do you use JAWS or do you use something else?
I use JAWS and NVDA.
Okay.
And then the iMac. I don't know. I got specific tasks for both.
Yeah.
Audio, video editing, broadcasting. It's all done on my Mac.
Yeah.
And
thank you, Frank. Appreciate it.
What do I use the PC for? Oh, mostly gaming.
Yeah.
Oh, I used to drive through Galt. Oh, I'm sorry. Who is John Galt anyway? Anybody knows where that's from? Who is John Galt anyway? Yep.
What games on the PC?
The GTA 5, Swamp. Actually, all my desktop games are on the PC.
Yeah.
The only one that works currently with Big Sur.
Oh,
What parts, Steve, did you used to live here? Or whereabouts you would like to take? So take martial arts. It's great self-discipline and awareness. OSX is a blind legend, which I've grown tired of immensely.
Have you beaten it?
Oh, yes, many times.
Man, like, I don't know whether my headset was crap or just I'm slow. Like, I got to a point where I couldn't get past it, and I just Or take a break and come back to it.
And if you guys who is new to my channel, or if I mean, you probably saw this yesterday anyway. So I'm skipping through certain parts of this just because most of my audience already knows about it. You want the info? It's so corny. So corny. But the sound on the Mac itself versus the iPhone is way better.
Yeah.
Okay.
What kind of headset do you use?
Sound $140.
Yeah, Legend, and it's the.
You know what game really pisses me off on the iPhone? Gladiator.
Super basic, you know, like. And
I hate Audio Wizards. I did a show every month with super comp that they standing there, and you all of a sudden you. Yeah.
Got any other questions on our list?
I'm giving only some hearts. I'm sorry. Hold on.
The mod that I use, friend, is you can find it at gta11y.com. It's Liam Irvin's mod. Works very well. It's not for the whole game, unfortunately. There's a lot that you have to do to be able to get to the whole game files, but he does. It's the what do you call it? It's whatever the level is where it's non-missioned, if that makes sense.
I neglected her.
And we can do questions from the audience too.
Yeah.
So anybody got any questions for our guests?
And I take all the ladies first, just so you know. Don't get jelly rolled, guys.
Well, let's see. While they're forming their questions, I'll pull up mine.
Well, that's the thing, Danny. It really depends on the sensei in your area or whoever's teaching it. When they really sit back and think about a blind person taking martial arts, it actually makes a lot of sense because you don't have the sight blindness, right? You're not you're not distracted by the sight. You're reacting to your intuition and the movements of your sparring partner or attacker. So I don't think it really does depend on the sensei though. Oh, you got your own special questions.
I have a list of questions.
We have a general
You guys
template to go through, but yeah, she's gonna.
Oh, you can talk about like access because you had
Yeah, if you had any problems with getting access anywhere, any denied access or denied service.
This is actually quite interesting. But before I forget, can a mod send me or email me the URL to Steve and Jenny's channel? Thank you. Not that I know of, but I can say that I have been left a few times in Nebraska only, where I've heard the Uber, you know, on Uber it says your ride will arrive in 1 minute, right?
Right.
So if there's only one car that comes within that 1 minute, it's a pretty sure bet it's Uber. I've had it happen at least 4 times that I can call where the car's pulled up and just left. Because my dog is huge.
Oh,
or
man.
was huge. Other than that, access, that has nothing to do with access though. Oh, transportation, Danny? Yes. Yeah, I get that for sure. I had...
without the dog. It doesn't have to be with
See you,
the dog.
Kim. Thanks for coming by. Have a good day. Don't forget, 3 p.m. Pacific time. Blending. Yeah, I think that would be the only thing having to do with access, except for this one Chinese food place. And, you know, taking a dog in a Chinese food place kind of makes you second guess yourself anyway. But I went in there. That's a good one, friend. And they're like, yeah, no dog here, no dog. No, you can't have dog here. I'm like, hold on. Let me call the sheriffs. So, got a free meal.
So did you call them?
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't even fuck around.
Yeah.
No, I've got really good relations with the sheriff here.
So they came out and said what? Like, told the restaurant that
they cannot deny me based off disability.
Yeah.
He sounded kind of surprised there, didn't he? It kind of threw me for a little loop. Like, why wouldn't the sheriff come out? That's their jurisdiction. But I mean, he sounded surprised that I actually called the sheriff and made something happen. I don't know. I'll have to talk to him about that again.
Yeah.
I hear a beep. Do you hear a beep?
Yeah.
Is that in our house?
Table a minute ago to try to the kids in the living room might be. She's finally cracked.
Getting dressed if you ever need. She said she won't dress you.
Oh, you guys hear this?
Actually, have one is an offer. Noli has offered.
Noli, lady.
To
She was the first one to subscribe to my channel during this interview. I think I said that earlier.
help you guys with getting.
Let me start it again.
All right, we got questions from the audience.
Okay. Yes. Oh, yes. Actually, have one is an offer. Noli has offered to help you guys with getting dressed if you ever need. She said she won't dress you, or she'll make sure she dresses you right. And then there was a maniacal laugh.
Yeah.
Do with
Well,
that.
just so you know, I normally wear a kilt, so you're more than welcome to help.
Oh,
Yeah.
and then there was someone who offered, where was it? Patriot in the Dark said, if you're ever up here in Michigan, stop by and you can go with this totally blind guy to the range.
Hey, I am a 10%er too, so I don't know if you thought I have sight or not, but no, I'm totally blind, just so you know. Let's see, who's up there? Who's up? Gabe, there you go, Gabe. Patriot in the Dark. You guys should connect.
That sounds like an exciting adventure.
Oh, I'm a 10%er and I own a couple Glocks, and yeah, I'm down. Actually, I was supposed to move to Michigan this past year, but you know,
Thank you,
we got
Danny.
hit with a little
Appreciate
cold.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
Kalamazoo, Kazoo. My brother sells product out there.
Let's see. Happy Quills. We chatted about.
Yeah, I wouldn't know about the cops down there, friend, but yeah, we're all humans, and we're all products of our environment. So we all have to really take that into consideration, no matter which culture or region that or community that we step into. We all collectively need to be aware that we all have differences.
How he lost his vision at the beginning of the video. It was near the beginning, so you can rewind. We won't recover it.
Just imagine the last thing that you see is a brick. How about that?
There you go. There you go. All right. Other than that, you got lots of love heading this way. They're joking about kilts and that they love kilts and all that. So there you go. Do you wear that kilt traditionally? We've digressed.
There's no other way that I know about wearing it. So
There you go.
I mean, it's for air conditioning. Come on.
That's right.
How about somebody reached out actually recently in an email to us asking about dating. They said they're trying to do a story on blind people and the dating scenes.
Which, thanks to these two, they also contacted. Well, I mean, she forwarded my information to the producer or director of that studio, and yeah, we've got a meeting next Tuesday, so that's exciting.
Do you have any thing you want to tell us about that? Like how, if you're in the dating scene, if you have been, like what that it's been like, visually impaired?
Yes. Now, are we talking like in reality, person-to-person dating, or online dating?
Either way, like how has it been for you? And if it's too personal, that's cool. Totally pass. But
no, not at all.
It's a question that came up from somebody, and I can even link you guys up via email if you want, because I didn't have any input for him for the story. So if you want to, you'd be a good interview for him for their publication.
Yeah, we did on my channel, we did a panel discussion regarding something similar to that and what were the experiences and all that great stuff. For me personally, though, it's just basically, I really go off, what are those things called? Pheromones.
Yeah.
So if I'm attracted right from the get-go, just like something just kicked me right in the ass. Okay, Nicole, but I don't go to the zoo. I was going to move to Kalamazoo. You're the farm animal type, not me. You like to go play with those monkeys. I pay attention and go from there. The only scary thing is when thank you, friend. You get Appreciate it. blinded. Should be exciting. By another person telling you what they look like and all this. Oh. And one of my mods, In Darkness, thank you, In Darkness, put the link to Blind Justice in my chat. What was I gonna say? Congrats on the meeting. Congrats on the meeting. Oh yeah. If anybody out there has seen the movie about the blind girl teenager who's going to get her eyesight back, and the whole point of the movie was how is she going to deal with that transition going from a blind world into a sighted world, and all her friends, the school, they're all blind, blah blah. Fucking bugs. You know what I'm saying? The movie was called State of Grace. I was the co-star. I used to have a DVD copy of it. I don't know what happened to it. No one that I know thus far can find it. You go to the IMDb page, my name is not there. My character is not even listed on the page, even though I had about 13 minutes of screen time. You know, it was a little disappointing. The movie's only 26 minutes long, half the screen time. I was in it. Tim Bellin, what's up, man? Tim Bellin, the guy that did Malcolm in the Middle, the guy that did The Sandlot, Angels in the Outfield. Great stuff. And then you meet up. Matter of fact, I messaged him on Facebook Messenger and he never replied. He saw it that day. He just never replied. I don't know. And all of a sudden you got the digging in the dirt situation going on because they don't feel exactly like they sound. So it really throws a wrench in the works.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Not because the whole materialistic surface level of attracted by sight, but the fact is that they lied.
Right.
Yeah,
I don't like liars.
Issue here from Go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, guys, that's about all of the interview. But if you want to watch the full thing in its entirety, obviously you can go over to the Blind Justice channel, and check it out there. Like I said, it was a fun interview. It was enjoyable. Like Mrs. Justice said, I got a lot of love over there. So that was good. That's the wrong one. There we go. I don't know what I played. That's the wrong one too. So it was the right one. My bad. Anyway, for the new people that are here, go ahead and I got a few minutes. If you have any questions, put them in the chat. Steve and Jenny, thank you for becoming a channel member. In the oh man, what is it? I don't know if there's a members playlist, but if you check out the Hunting Ground, no, independent audio films playlist, you'll be able to have access to all of the. I even made little audio interviews with screen reader voices. What else? There's so much there. It was such a blast, and I'm working on another one too. So that'll be for you guys, you members, good old members. Pushing Back the Darkness. I like that. What's that from? If you move to Mish, I read that one. Okay. So I'm caught up all there. All caught up there. Nope, I need eCam. Let's go back to me. Oh, hey guys. Queue up this. Yes. Alrighty, people. I want to thank you guys all for being here. It's been a blast. A little odd time, I know, during the day, but I was hoping to catch some people that don't get to catch me late at night, like when I usually go live. So, but don't forget to share if you haven't done so. Leave a like. Like in Darkness says, smash that like button. Smash it. Oh. And if you want some cool, really good music, check out In Darkness. And hopefully, he won't be too modest and include his link in the chat below. Well, thank you, Ed. I was lucky because I didn't have any clients today. Yesterday, I completed one student, so that one's gone. I may be moving on from another client as well, but I did get 2 others, so it kind of filled out. I just don't have any today. So, I do like the midday stuff. It's fun. That's on Blind Justice YouTube banner. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. It's the mottos. Okay, cool. Thanks, friend. Bye, sexy bastards. 32, 32. 32, 32. You're welcome, friend. Thanks for coming. Much appreciated. Split between middle and ring. Yeah, see, that's the Vulcan thing, right? That's Vulcan. And then this one, split index and middle finger, that's Nanu, right? Mork and Mindy. I think so. I might just be talking up my ass. G-strings smash. Yes, please. G-strings smash it. Okay. Thank you all for being here. Much appreciated. Let's see. Next time I'm going to go live is sometime in the future. But until then, thanks for being here. This has been Whistler for Theory of Blind Man. Don't forget, love is blind. Keep it blind.